Good morning everyone and welcome to the MG ZS EV. I got this press car a week ago, I drove it all week and I thought today I will show you the car, go through all the specs and then drive it a bit, and then we go through things that are great and things that are not so great. In Germany this car is available for 30,400 euros and this is the luxury package. There was a base model before but I think they cancelled that. It's only the luxury model because the base one didn't even have seat heaters and nobody bought this, I guess. But 30,000 euros, 30,400 euros, and then in Germany you still get 6,000 euros incentive. So for 24,000 euros you get this car. What do you get for the price? You get a 45.5 kilowatt hour battery, usable energy is 42.5. You get a 105 kilowatt, 140 horsepower front wheel drive motor. The car can be charged AC with 6.6 kilowatt and DC maximum of 76 kilowatt. WLTP range is 260 kilometers, top speed 140 kilometers an hour, and 0 to 100 kilometers an hour takes 8.2 seconds. Let's look at the seating position. Car has electric adjustable seats, no lumbar support. Nope, but everything else is electrical. You can adjust the steering wheel, but only up and down, not in and out. The seating position is a bit high, but it's okay. What I found, what's weird is that the middle console is higher than the armrests on the door, so it's sitting a bit crooked. Head space is a lot, even though this is the panoramic roof thing. Steering wheel is also good size. Seating position in here is really okay. But let's look at the rear. Okay, so the seat is adjusted to my height, 180 centimeters. Headrest here in the back can be adjusted to the height that I need. Headspace is not a lot of space here. Space to the front is okay, not a lot, but it's okay. I can put my feet under the seat, even though the seat is on the bottom. That's nice. And this is soft. Even the outside here is softer, and in the middle is extremely soft. What about the... It's okay. That's really okay. What's missing in the car is a middle armrest in the rear. It's not there. And there's also no light here in the rear. Now let's look a bit at the car. Famously, it has the charge port here in front. You push this and then it goes up. And it still has flappy things down here. And the horrible thing on this is very flexible. It's very rubbery. And so to remove this and put this in fast, and it's in here in this hole. Not very elegant, and then you have to close it. Opens up very nicely high. I like that. Let's look in here. What do you have? Those deep pockets here and here. You have a little light, not LED, and it's good space, and I like that this is attached. Nothing to do, and a huge pocket down here. I mean, look at that. Rear seats, electric window opening, but no seat heating. You have a little pocket here. You have USB-A here and a tiny plastic pocket here. The pockets here in the door, okay. You have your handles on all the doors except for the driver, but there is no light here, and there is also no middle armrest. The driver's door, you have your window control and locking and unlocking here. You have electric seat adjustment but no lumbar. Here you can set the mirrors, you have your air vents. Here's your light control, and here you can turn on lane assist. And here you have your cruise control. On the steering wheel you have here your music control, and here is to go through the menu that's in there. We're gonna look in a second. And that's your interior. You have here your climate, and up here you should be able to see what's happening, because only when you change something, then you see something happening. And you don't have a number for the temperature, it's just warm or cold. And for the airflow, we have those two buttons and an AC button, but you have seat heaters on both sides. This is your drive mode. Here you can set your region. You can see battery, what you mostly can see anyways. Your gear selector, which works pretty nice, I have to say. The same with the parking brake, disengages and engages with park or with putting into drive, works really nice. Two cup holders, a big pocket here. Also fine with the glove box. No light for your vanity mirrors, and we have a light here. That's the whole light that you get. But you have a panoramic roof that opens up. Let's open it up all the way. Nice. Looks nice. Here in the instrument cluster, what you get is speed and on the right power, and on the bottom this is your battery status. This car does not show state of charge in percent. This is all you get. And I have seen at, for example, 4 bars, it has 8 bars. At 4 bars it was 57%. 1 bar I've seen 20%. So very unreliable to drive it down. I would say if you used it in a real case, it's 1 bar and then you charge. And here you have 12 volt battery voltage. And in the middle you have a few settings. You have your digital speedometer, you have a trip that you can reset, another trip you can reset, then you have your battery voltage and amps that it's using right now, because I'm not driving, so, and no heat, so it's not doing anything. And in the middle you can see the RPMs of the motor. Very impressive that you need that. Then your tire pressure, your energy flow that nobody needs. The next thing off your settings, speed warning, ESC, so ESP off. And then here you can have your cruise control and some warnings. And that's it, what you can have here. On the bottom, you see your range, the 194 kilometers. Then you see the gear, it's in park. You have recuperation mode 3, and we are in normal mode. And then your odometer. You see everything you need, and it works okay. The infotainment system is a bit laggy. Till something happened. There's not a lot of things you can adjust. You have a few assist systems, lane assist, MG pilot, forward collision, pedestrian alert, rear driving assist. For convenience, you have a few light options. And what that button here does, driving, and that's it. That's all your settings, that's all you have. And if you want to go back, you always press this button. You also have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. A big problem with this car that I have is when you listen to music on Bluetooth or Android Auto, and then you disconnect, the radio comes on with the same volume that you just had that, and that's, oh my god, annoying. You have some music, radio, time, you can set the time. Bluetooth, and that's it. That's all of your settings. And but again, there is no stop button for the music, but there's a mute button here and a mute button here, and it works. All takes a bit, and when you listen to music, sometimes you get a few glitches. Maybe it's because of Android Auto, but the music has a few glitches. Drive mode. When you press this, you get the different drive modes, Eco, Normal, and Sport. And you can do this really down and up, so in both directions. Then CERS, Kinetic Energy Recuperation System. When I press this, you can have 2. It doesn't even go to 0, I had no idea. But it remembers that, and that's something I love about this car. It remembers everything. The drive mode, I think so. I always had it in normal, so I don't know. But regen level, the heating system, everything stays the same. It doesn't beep at me. Awesome. Then there's a battery button, and it shows just the range, which is on the bottom there as well. So I don't know why I need that button, but that's how it is. What this car is missing in the infotainment system, or here when it comes to features to EV, is state of charge. Nowhere. No scheduled charging, no scheduled preheating. You cannot preheat or precondition the car to a certain time that it's warm or cold. No app support right now in Germany. Maybe this will come, and maybe the preconditioning will come as well. No charge limit. It always will charge to 100% unless you stop it yourself. There's a few things missing in here, but the question is, do you need it? This car is mainly on driving, and that's what we're gonna do now. Let's drive a bit, brake, start button. There's one beep, and that's it. And this is the only thing you have to click away. Okay, it goes away after a while, I think, but I want to see the digital speedometer. And then it shows normal mode, and sometimes even in what region level you are in, but right now not. That's okay. Let's drive, put it into drive, disengages the parking brake automatically. Sometimes it doesn't when you're really fast. So when you get in the car and put it in drive, sometimes it doesn't. Turning circles 11.2 meters. That's okay. Well, it's okay, it's good. Overall, the suspension is very soft, so it's a very comfortable ride. I'm okay with it. It's not too jumpy, but I haven't driven it on a high. Well, I have driven it with 130 and didn't notice any, not too much of a jumpiness. So that would be okay then. Yeah, I don't know why that seatbelt sign was on for a minute. No idea. But let's drive a bit. Regen is really good. It's very strong in regen level 3. But it doesn't bring you to a stop. The cruise control is a bit weird. Yes, you can adjust it okay on side and do a distance adaptive cruise control. But I don't know, it doesn't keep the speed very well. It jumps around the speed. I think that's okay. And the worst thing though is when it has to slow down, it will use the friction brakes, not regen. Overall, I have to say the motor is a bit louder than in other EVs, but it's not annoying or disturbing in any way. Cornering feels nice. Can't complain about that. The power with the 140 horsepower is also okay, even in normal mode. It has the thing like in the Koreans, Eniro, eSoul, Kona, when you change the drive mode, you feel a jerkiness because the position of your accelerator pedal also means something different in a different drive mode, so that you have more power or less. The AC is a bit weak, even at, was it 25 degrees the other day, and it took a long time till the car was a bit cool. You can't precondition the car, I couldn't cool it before. I mean, what you can do, and it works, the car doesn't beep a lot. That's what I mean. You can go into the car, start it, and put the AC on and go. It works. It's just not a big beeper, and I like that. I don't like beeping. So when you have, for example, your seatbelt off at a very low speed, it doesn't beep. So when you just drive into your garage. When you get out of the car with the key, yes, it beeps once. When you start it, it beeps once, but that's it. It drives nice. I mean, the battery state of charge, that would be a problem for me. I couldn't handle that if I don't know the real state of charge, so in percentage. But driving this car is actually really good. I was surprised. What I feel sometimes is a bit of a jerkiness in the steering. so that when you, not when you floor it or anything, you're just driving and then the steering wheel does a bit of a movement. I don't know what that is, if it has to do with the motor. I have lane assist and everything off, and the amazing thing is it remembers that. It doesn't turn on lane assist when you start the car. Think of that. What car does that? That's amazing. I have lane assist off, I get in the car, it's still off. So what it does amazingly is you get into the car, start it, put it in the drive and go. The only thing is that one okay that it gives you, and if you don't need this digital speedometer right away, I think it goes away after a minute or so. So that is really awesome that you can have this very, you don't have to do a lot to get in, and it remembers. I like that. When it comes to the seat heaters, you only have one setting, on or off. There's no light heating or strong heating. Fine. Can live with that. The sound system is okay, it's not amazing, but it works, it's okay. Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, everything's there. You do everything with this button, so when you are in the menu, you press the main button and then you get back to your thing here. And this is all you get: music, navigation, Android Auto. And that's okay. Do you need more? I mean, again, I would love to have preconditioning planned, so scheduled heating in the winter. That would be nice, that the car is warm. Whee! Oh, spinning wheels! Well, it's wet. And I think 350 Newton meters of torque. Just stuff. Yeah. But overall, I think it's a good driving car. If someone needs a car to do a daily drive of 100 kilometers or so, 150 if it's not highway, I think this is okay. I mean, with the 6.6 kilowatt to charge at work or at home for the next day should also work. It's done, should be done in a few hours. I mean, it's a 42 kilowatt hour battery, so in 7 hours it should be full if you're driving to empty. And long distance, yes, it charges with 76 kilowatt, but without that state of charge, I don't know if this is a good idea to do a long distance trip. This car is so dirty here in the inside. Nobody ever cleaned that, and I don't do it either. But that's it for me. I really have to say, give the car a chance. It's not bad. It's missing a lot of EV function that would be very important and necessary for me, but maybe not for you. It's really a good car. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.